Roland, so obviously you've made many movies that have been box office hits, but this is your first sequel. So what was it about Independence Day that made you kind of want to go back and revisit that world?
Well, it's probably my biggest success so far, and the first one was meant as a standalone film, but to the surprise of everybody, it had its own life, and it's probably my most shown film on TV, and it like aged extremely well. I found, and then maybe 6-7 years ago, while doing like the movie 2012, I shot the first time with a digital camera. Everything was digital, and I was actually surprised how well that worked and how freer I felt, and that's the first time I kind of thought, maybe I should do a sequel to Independence Day, because don't forget, in a science fiction movie you can combine not only disaster, but you can show like cool machines. You can just like have a much bigger impact on people than in a regular disaster film. So I was just like kind of more and more drawn to it, and then kind of finally decided to do it.
It's interesting, in the years since Independence Day, a lot of blockbusters, in the kind of the third act, they almost have a mini Roland Emmerich movie because there's a big apocalypse thing happening. So did you feel like this is my chance to compete and show them, this is how you do it now?
No, it was like, but like I felt that too. I felt like when I saw like kind of some of these Marvel movies or DC movies from Warner's, I felt, oh my God, it looks familiar to me. Why like is Superman bashing so many buildings? But I was actually warned already by Steven Spielberg that this will happen, because he said, this Independence will be the most imitated film the next 20 years, and he was right. Smart man.
Yeah, he is indeed. One thing I've always wanted to ask you about the whole White House destruction that you had in the first movie. Do you ever find out if presidents have watched Independence Day? Does it ever come back to you saying that, Barack Obama's seen it, or do you find out things like that?
No, but like we showed the first one to the Clintons in the White House, which was like probably the most surreal moment of my life, seeing the White House explode inside the White House. That's quite a moment I will probably never forget. But like Clinton was a big science fiction fan. He just wanted to see the movie first, and he had the power.
Well, if Hillary gets elected, then she's seen Independence Day as well. So you've had two presidents who've seen it.
Yeah, but like by that time, it's probably old news.
Talking about the sort of the imitation kind of films and stuff, have Marvel ever come to you or DC and said, do you want to direct a superhero movie? Because that seems to be the trend at the minute.
Very early in my career, I was like offered one or two of those, but I always like kind of, said like it's not my kind of film. I grew up in Germany, and we're not big on superheroes to begin with. Actually, they didn't work as well as like everywhere else in the world. In Germany, only now they work very well. But I just also like kind of felt, I didn't want to do. I wanted to make my own films. I pride myself to make originals, and even like kind of Independence Resurgence is I think quite original for a sequel, because it's more to continuation of a story.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Stargate when it came out. Is there still plans to do that? Because that's kind of an interesting...
Yeah, that will be more a reboot, because I really feel that when we did Stargate, the original, we wanted to actually do a trilogy. And that was like kind of didn't work out, because the video rights and the film rights were to different companies. So there was never really quite the possibility, because without DVD or like, like kind of a DVD rights, there was no purpose. And so now everything is with one company. And we went to MGM and said, like, guys, you have to do a reboot of this, and let's do this time a real trilogy, and let's do it right. And hopefully one day I will do that.